Hi, this is Sporty King, the master of listening, and I'm excited to be one of the 2020 Visionaries. We're six heart-centered thought leaders and influencers based in the greater Charlotte area, excited to deliver our pandemic perspectives to help you keep it together while we're in this together, experiencing it differently. Today, I'll be talking to fellow visionary Joni Dunn. This coronavirus has put us all in unknown and challenging territory. And that's why we're doing a series of interviews to share our individual and collective wisdom about not just surviving these difficult days, but thriving when life returns to the new normal. Joni, what are some things that you think we could be doing collectively or individually to help people navigate this new storm?
Thanks for asking me that. I really believe that we echo what we want to receive. The name
Hmm.
of my company is Echo, and today I want to talk to you about your Echo. When we're talking about running your company, running your family, running your household, what you put out is what you get back. So let's talk about that, starting with experience. We all have, our culture is based on our experience, our background, the things that we have done and accomplished in life, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. So that experience lends itself to the way we act. And as business leaders, especially, the experience that your employees have, whether they are the ones that you work with, that you work for, or work for you, the experience that they have sets the culture. And I believe it starts from the top down. A lot of the culture has been that people think is about soft skills and coddling, and it's really not. It is about the experience that your employees and therefore your clients have of your company.
And
So,
so, in effect, that people are working through one another, and that becomes
correct.
more important.
Yes,
Hmm.
absolutely.
Hmm.
So that experience means the world to everyone that you contact. And
Yes.
I think the coronavirus and us being, whether it's self or externally exposed, being quarantined, that connection has become such an important part of our culture.
You
And
know, it's funny. I heard someone use the term when they talked about social difference distancing, and you're talking about connection right now. And they said it's not really social distancing because we still have social media.
yes, absolutely.
So we're getting the connection part, as you say, as we're just missing the physical. It's
The
the physical
physical.
distancing.
It's really not social distancing, it's physical distancing. I don't know why they termed it that, but whatever.
Mhm. Because they didn't check with us.
Exactly, exactly. It's all about the words you use, right?
Yeah, yeah. What about those words? Because I know that's where you're talking about in
Yeah,
Echo.
that and the connection and compassion, that's the C in the echo. So
Okay.
experience is the E, the C is the compassion and connection. We have to make sure that we stay connected with everyone in our world.
Mm,
And this also brings about that we are all connected.
hmm.
Whether you like it or not, we are all connected. So what you send out, you bring back.
Hmm.
And I've seen so many posts that are negative that I'd like to ask people to try to think about putting something positive out there. I
Hmm.
know we don't all agree with all of the politicians. That is not even possible. We're
Correct.
all individuals, and that's perfectly fine. Everybody has their own opinion. But keeping the connection and the compassion in what we do is so important.
And you,
It's,
mhm, I'm sorry.
go ahead.
No, you get me going. See, because I love that compassion. One of my beliefs is I always say to people, whose turn is it to be compassionate?
Correct.
See,
Yes.
yeah, we've got to realize that, yeah, I've been going through some stuff, but so is the other person.
Right.
And, are we keeping count? Look, I've dealt with your stuff 3 times in a row. It's my turn. No, not really.
I hope not.
Yeah, yeah.
There does have to be a give and take. That is absolutely true.
Yeah.
But I don't think it has to be a 1-for-1 ratio.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Yes. But I think that compassion is something that we all need to show. And I know a lot of people have said, how can I volunteer? Where can I volunteer? I want to go help. That's a great thing. It may not be something that everyone can do right now due to their exposure to other, elements. And that leads me to the next word, which is the H, and that is health.
Yes.
And I'm not just talking about your physical health, although that's where we're focused right now, is let's stay healthy. And I'm a big proponent. My goal in life is to help other people, period. That encompasses health, wellness, business, relationship, any way I can help someone else. Not enable, but help. So focusing on your health from an overall perspective, including your mental health, because most of us, well, I shouldn't say that. Many of us are not introverts. Some introverts are like, I am loving this. I don't have to see anybody. I don't have to go anywhere. But even introverts need somebody to interact once in a while. So the health from every perspective, especially your organizational health. Right now, the leadership needs to be communicating with people about this exact thing, the organizational health, their personal health, their family's health, because that's got to be the focus right now. If we're going to come out of this on the other side, we have to focus on the health of the collective.
And I see that that also adds another word in there of responsibility and obedience.
Yes.
Because I think that when we look at how each of us has a following, of some sort, the people in your circle. And so if you're obedient to taking care of your health, physical, mental, and spiritual, then you become responsible for the people around you. And now we can move back all your letters. Now collectively. Yes.
And have a good experience.
Boom.
Yes.
And I know that you and I actually had a great experience earlier, because we attended a worship service, and we'll give him a shout out, Elevation Church, where Pastor Stephen Furtick, I love when he said, if we go back to compassion, I love how he said, we're all in this together.
Absolutely.
But in a different way.
Yes.
And so
that's a great focus. It is a great focus. And the other thing he said is stop. And I think this is the perfect time to stop and reevaluate where you're going to be. I posted this morning about, is this a time when you get to stop and think about, what are you doing with your life? What impression do you want to, what do you want to leave behind? How do you want to be remembered? Maybe that's our time this is the time that we reflect and realize that we are all connected.
And aren't those wonderful questions?
They're wonderful, yeah. And it's a great thing that people don't often do. There's a great book, and it's very simple to read. Everything I ever needed to know, I learned in kindergarten. And I quoted it the other day, and it's something like, I don't understand what the big deal is here. We've been asked to protect the world by staying in and, using common sense. Okay, in kindergarten, what'd you learn? Listen to, do as you're told, keep your hands to yourself. Okay, done. So, but the last word in the echo is the O. And I think this is an opportunity for us. This is an opportunity for us to take that step back and evaluate where we are going, how we want to get there, because it will be different. We will come back with a new normal. We will come back. We will win. And we will come back with a new normal.
Why don't you give us a little bit more on what a new normal is? Because this is a term that everybody's hearing now, and so people are assuming they understand what a new normal is. What's your take on it?
I think that new normal is much more focused on the compassion and talk about telecommuting. The telecommuting that's going on right now is a fantastic revelation. Many of us have done it, but on the scale that is much, much smaller than what's happening now. And that telecommunication has the opportunity to go one way or the other. Either people will start distancing more, or they will want to collaborate more in a group to get outside opinions, to connect with other people, and to make sure that they stay connected. I think we have the opportunity now to put through our Facebook. I have more than 1,000 Facebook friends. I have not met some of them because I was lucky enough to go through a transformational training, shout out to gratitude. And I don't know a lot of these people, but we're in the community. And the focus is that we are all one and we are connected. So I think this is our opportunity to reach out to every contact through whatever it is, LinkedIn, Facebook, email. If you sent a message, just blind copy a bunch of people, say, hey, how you doing? We haven't talked in years, because that's the truth. Reconnect. Take this opportunity to be who you want to be.
And that's why my quick flashback here, just on this conversation, when you said and I said, well, because it's awareness. And,
Yes.
and that's really what you started talking about. It's the awareness. Oh, so I need to connect with so-and-so. And here's a great opportunity we have as well. Generational transfer.
Absolutely.
And
yes.
Empowerment. Because now we can look at those kids who are on the phone and say, oh, wait a minute, let me learn about how that, like you said, telecommunicating.
Well, absolutely. And one of the things that I'm passionate about is that cross-generational training, to pair a team, and it can be 2 people, it can be 4 people, but to put the younger generation with the older generation, because what I feel is happening is people that are retiring are leaving an incredible amount of knowledge. Yeah, and it just walks away. And the younger people have this technology and creativity that the older generation may or may not have. So to meld those two together and they learn from each other, it's not like the older person is mentoring the younger person and the younger person doesn't have input. It has to be a two-way street to get this to do this.
Let me ask you to take that back to your point you made earlier, by the way, of empowering versus enabling.
Yes.
Because as you're saying, we want the younger people, we want them to carry the ball, but we're not giving them the ball.
Right. It's like a coach. If a basketball coach is on the court and he's saying, this is how you dribble, and this is how you shoot, and this is the technique, and all that. Is that child, can they walk up and just do it? No. You have to give that child the ball and say, take their hand and help them dribble. It's like teaching a child how to ride a bike. You have to guide them, but you have to put them on the bike. So, I mean, that's exactly what we're talking about. And that's why I named my company Experiential as the first word, because experience is the way we learn. Very, very few of us can read a book and know how to do anything. I mean, you cannot go to med school and read about brain surgery and be qualified to be a brain surgeon.
And you learn through repetition. Yes.
Yes. So this is the time when we can connect generationally and share the knowledge.
Okay, keep going down those letters so that the E was you just reinforce the E. And what's the C?
The C is compassion, creativity, connection, all that is there. H is the health, whether it's spiritual, physical, organizational, personal, any kind of health that you can think of. Let's talk about that. Let's focus on that. We have the time now. Don't say you're too busy, because here we are, sitting at home.
And now I'm loving words and letters. My H can also be happy, because even as you're talking about health, one of the important things is your laughter, and humor. I'm with a group called AATH, which is the Association for Applied and Therapeutic Humor. And so now is an important time. We see a lot of great memes and jokes coming out during this storm, and it's important to grasp that, rather than feel, why are you telling jokes right now, which is again part of the message we heard today, this week from Stephen Furtick.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you better keep your sense of humor now, or boy, oh boy, are we in trouble.
Yeah.
And then the last one being opportunity. I
Okay.
really think that each of us needs to grab this opportunity, put the phone down, connect
Mhm.
with people, take the opportunity to reevaluate where you are, what you want to leave behind, how you want to be remembered,
Mhm.
and let's go to the new normal.
All right. Okay. Well, you know what? Thanks a lot, Joni. I think
Thank
this
you.
has
I
been
appreciate this.
sure, sure. All right. Now, I'm sorry. I know we didn't do this regular. Do you have any closing comments?
No, I think we just did them. I think we just covered it.
All right. Well, thanks again, Joni. And ladies and gentlemen, see, now is a time for calm consideration of the options. Please follow and share the 2020 Visionaries as we bring you pandemic perspectives toward helping you keep it together while we're in it together differently. God bless you, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.